Hello everyone, welcome to my channel La Vida with Kim. And as you just saw, yes, I did bling out this super cute little Vaseline. Guys, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it today, so if you want to learn how, keep on watching. So guys, this is how it looked before. Of course I had to choose the pink one. I love pink, guys. So there is the regular Vaseline, and I believe there's a brown one as well. There's different colors, different flavors, guys, up to you. I'm going with the pink one today, guys. So yes, I am going to bling out the whole thing except the little label. I'm gonna leave that alone. I did remove the back one, you guys will see later on. So guys, let's get right into it, beginning with prepping. So I do have a napkin on my table, and I am using a buffer to file it down just a tiny bit, just to make the surface more rough and make the bling last longer. So as you can see here, I did file down the whole entire lid and the pink areas. I did not go over the label. Like I said, I did remove the white label on the back. If you want to go ahead and remove that at this time, you can totally do that, guys. I didn't think about it, I don't know why, but yeah. And then once I was done filing it down, I went in with an alcohol wipe and I removed all that dust very carefully, making sure I did not go over the label because I didn't want it to damage it. And then I let this completely dry and cleaned up my trash. For rhinestones, I have these blue rhinestones in the size SS10. As you can see here, these are the ones I am going to be using for the lid. For my adhesive, I am using my Liquid Fusion and my precision tip bottle and my bedazzled pickup tool. Remember, all materials will be linked down below in the description. So now to begin, I am applying 2 thin rows of that Liquid Fusion, working by sections, and then I applied the rhinestones. Again, these are a size SS10 all the way across my lines. 2 rows of that rhinestone all the way around, and I am working my way all the way to where I began, all the way around the lid. Remember, always work by section so your glue does not dry out, and always double check your work. So as you guys can see here, I am working my way around the lid. Also remember, be careful with your fingers because this is a very small object, so you want to make sure your fingers are not touching the fresh rhinestones and moving them out of place. That's why I say always double check your work. So right here, you guys can see I have reached the other end where I began. This is how it looks all the way around. Now working on the top area, I am going to go in circles until I reach the middle. Again, still using that blue SS10 rhinestone all the way, doing my edge first and then going in a circular pattern until I reach the middle. Remember, again, double check your work. Make sure the rhinestones are not overlapping each other and not going over the edge. For my third circle, guys, I actually ran out of the SS10, so I had to switch into the 8, an SS8 blue rhinestone. Just a little FYI. But if you do have the 10s, just work with that, guys. I'm just letting you know something that happened to me. So yeah, I was like, you gotta work with what you got, you know. So yes, I still was able to fill it all in, guys. This is how it looks, and I did let it completely dry for a few hours before I started the next step. So next, guys, I am working on the little clear area of the tube, the pink area, guys. And for this, I am using pink rhinestones in the size SS10. Once again, I am doing that upper edge first, guys, and working my way around the label just to give it a nice defined outline. Still using the 10, guys. That is the main size I used and the only size I use for this area. So I did that outline, guys. Again, double checking my work. And now I'm going to do the upper edge all the way around. Still working by sections. And this is when I realized that I forgot to remove the label, guys. So I just picked it off with a toothpick, guys, and removed it. That's why I told you guys to do it when it was prepping time, so it'd be easier and you guys could also file down this area. I wanted to bling it all pink. That's why I didn't want to be able to see the whites coming through if I blinked over it, you know. So if you want to leave it, that's up to you guys, but I prefer to remove it. So now that I am done doing that outline, I am going to start my rows following that outline until I reach the bottom, following that wave of the shape of the bottle as well. And you can go line by line or do multiple lines at a time, whatever you feel comfortable with. So right here you guys see it coming together. I finished up that bottom area. I left the front till a little bit later just because I wanted to still be able to follow those lines all the way across the back, because if you guys can see, the front is a little bit angled, so that's why I left it. So still same thing, following those lines all the way across. And I did one final row right there on that little curve just to fill it in more towards the bottom because it is curved. So now that I am done with this back area, I am going to fill in the front just with 2 rows, still following the pattern that it goes a little bit angled to the label curve. So just filling it in, still again using the size SS10. And I would recommend for you guys to let this area completely dry for a few hours before you do the bottom if you would like. I did because I wanted to be able to hold the bottle while I'm blinging that bottom, and the rhinestones are not moving around as I'm working. I can comfortably hold it and not damage it. So here I am working on the bottom area, again working in circles until I reach that middle area, still using the rhinestone in the size SS10. That is the only size I use for this part of the Vaseline bottle. And also keep in mind this area is curved, so make sure when you are applying the rhinestones they are nicely placed to the surface of them, because if they're not, it will cause lifting in the future. So just make sure they're nicely flat onto the surface. So finishing up right here, guys, I let the whole bottle completely dry for a few hours, guys, and these are my results, guys. What do you guys think? Oh my god, it is so cute, guys. I love it. Super easy and quick project to do, guys. This is a great like little gift, a quick little project to add to your bags, guys. How cute is it, guys? Oh my god, I love it. I love it even more because it's pink, guys. So cute, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you learned a little something. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, all materials are going to be linked down below. And guys, let me know what you think. Leave a lovely comment down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. If you already did all those things, I really thank you and appreciate you. So guys, thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.